That was
Hello, and welcome to an episode of Drinking the Kool-Aid. This is a comedy podcast dedicated to the mysterious. My name is Cassidy.
My name's Amanda.
We're so happy to have you here today.
We are.
As you figured out, we're 320 episodes in.
Oh my gosh.
320. Graze it.
What is that?
No, it's just not quite blaze it.
Oh, I was gonna say it's not 420, babe. Like we're still 100 episodes out of that.
Yeah, we still have 2 years to that. Don't worry.
Okay, that trips me out. Like time and like things like that. I'm like, how is 100 episodes 2 years?
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna think about weeks.
52 weeks in a year.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
How many weeks are in a month? Or what? I know how many weeks are in a month. How many weeks are in a year?
She's like, listen, I'll do how many days are in a week. I'll do how many weeks are in a month. I draw the line at weeks in a year.
Yeah, that's as far as I go.
You can't fucking make me do it, bro.
Do not force that upon me.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of town.
I go 4 weeks in a month. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you all understand.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we've had a good week. Quick week. Quick turnaround.
Quick turnaround.
I will say, because of all the editing difficulties and stuff, whatever, when I realized I had to write a story like literally that day, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna dry out. I'm gonna shrivel up into a pod of a person.
I was slightly worried about you,
I was worried about me.
but don't worry.
We figured it out.
I gave you my own personal request.
You did. Yeah, we have a special Amanda request story that I'm doing. That
Yes.
she said she wanted to do, but she read about it and said, ew, I can't do this.
Yep.
But she wants to be told about it.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
That happens to me often.
Really?
Yeah, where I'm like, ooh, this sounds really interesting, but I don't want to look into it.
Yeah, and like there's too many moving parts, or like an
Yeah.
understanding of like history in some way that you don't feel like you want to spend your time doing. That's
Yeah.
usually what it is.
Absolutely.
Like it's like military or political, and you're
Like-
like, I want to know about it, but I don't want to hear it.
The times when
don't
I
wanna
do
read it.
talk about things like that, it took me a while.
Yeah.
Like I was struggling.
You were really in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, ooh, this one sounds really fun, but like I'm not gonna get in the nitty gritty. So I get to sit back, relax.
That's none of my business.
Exactly. That's your business.
That's my business.
And then you're gonna tell it to me, and it's gonna become my business.
Exactly.
And that's how I like to be. That's how I like to live my life.
That's what life's all about, boys and girls.
Exactly. Exactly. I will say, so as we talked about last week, Midsummer Scream is literally this weekend.
Yes, come see us.
Come see us. I need to get Summerween nails, I think.
Oh, okay.
So what should I get?
I don't know. Kate sent you some in the Instagram DMs.
Like Summerween? Like
Yeah.
okay. I was thinking like maybe some sort of a skull ice cream.
That'd be cute.
That'd
Like
be
it's a
kinda
drip it. Like
yeah.
it's like a pink ice cream cone.
Uh-huh.
But then there's like the skull and it's dripping.
Yes.
That could be really cute.
Is that cute?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
That sounds cute to
I
me.
like that.
Sounds like we've got some ideas percolating.
All right. Wow, that was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, you were like, wow, okay, well, what do we talk about for the
Yeah.
next 10 minutes?
Now I don't know. Now I already have my nails picked out.
Most importantly.
Most importantly.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with my nails next because they're my natural nails now.
I thought you were going to get these taken off. Or
Yeah.
soaked off.
I think I am going to do that. And then I'm like, I don't know if I just want to start using press-ons or like get another set. I don't know. We're still deciding. They still
Well-
look pretty good, so.
Now that these are your natural nails and you're not doing acrylics, I say just keep going
Keep going with what?
with getting designs.
Yeah, but I have all these really cute press-ons people have sent me.
That's okay. I love the idea of press-ons. Maybe I'm doing them wrong, but they fall off.
You said you haven't done them in like years.
I haven't.
Yeah, so that also could be the technology's changing, girlfriend.
And it's very possible that I was getting the really fucking cheap ones.
Yeah, because I have like the nice our listeners have mailed us really, really
Yes,
nice ones.
yes.
And I have this like Snoopy pair from a listener that made them, and they're so cute. They're like spooky Snoopy.
Uh-huh.
So
you
cute.
got to put those on for Midsummer Scream.
Yeah, so I have those. I have these really cute like star silver ones that Liz got me. So like I have a bunch of these really cute press-ons that are like nice press-ons. Like these people like painted them themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not just, like, from Dollar Tree.
No, I know, and that's definitely the ones that I used to try to
Yeah,
put
that's
on,
very
and they
different.
would all pop off, like, literally within hours. I was
That's
like, "Okay, well, I'm doing something wrong here."
very different. Yeah.
Oh my god, sorry, that just made me think of the other night at your husband's birthday.
Mhm.
We were talking about just, like, horror movies or things that scared us, right? Because I was telling him, "I really think you should see Obsession, I think you would like it, it's not that scary." And he was like, "Okay, yeah, like, it sounds really good." And then he goes, "Just to preface like, just so you know what scares me,
Mhm.
the scariest movie to me, Edward Scissorhands."
That movie did scare him
I
quite a bit.
said, "What?"
It's because he watched it when he was, like, a little kid, and it, like, traumatized him.
I said, "Andrew, then no, you can't watch Obsession if
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands is the
Wait,
scariest thing you've ever seen."
do you wanna know why he's confusing? Are you ready for
He's
this?
very
I'm about to
confusing.
break down my, like, my husband's movie situation, which
Please.
he will be fine with because he is a movie head, he's a movie buff. He loved and was not scared by Hereditary,
Which scared
which
me.
I thought was one of the scariest movies of that year.
Yeah.
He saw Longlegs with me in
Oh
the
my
theater
gosh.
and literally brings it up probably once a week that
No,
I made him see that movie, and it scared him so bad that he couldn't sleep.
he brought that up to me too. He said,
Yeah.
"Long legs might have been one of the scariest things I've ever seen." And I went,
Yeah.
"Long legs?" And he goes, "Oh my god, just the thought of him and his weird body and his face, it scares me
Yep.
still." And I was like, "Brother, then I
That's what I'm
can't help
saying.
you."
That's what I'm saying. It's very confusing what I think will
Cuz I'm
scare him and
thinking
what not.
Obsession he can handle. But now I don't think so.
Yeah, like
Edward Scissorhands and Long Legs
he
are
would
the
have
scariest movies.
he would have died during Hokum.
Yes, I did tell him he can't watch Hokum.
I think he'll be fine watching Obsession at home because if he can talk and break the tension, because that movie only has it's the jump scares that get him.
Yeah, but I would say it's scarier than Longlegs and Edward Scissorhands. And he
Um,
told me those were the 2
okay, but
scariest
he
movies
also
he's ever
hasn't
seen.
seen Edward Scissorhands since he was
He literally said
9.
"Do you remember that scene where he comes out of the cave and he has scissors for hands, Amanda?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my god. This is crazy."
He hasn't seen that movie since he was 9 is another thing you have to, like, keep in mind. You know what I mean? This is not a grown man's reaction to Edward
No, I
Scissorhands.
know. It was just really it was a very shocking conversation that I had with him.
He is a scaredy cat baby,
Uh-huh.
but I got him into going to haunted houses, he likes that now,
Finally.
and he'll watch scary movies at home when he can talk through them a little bit because I think he can, like, break the tension,
Right, right.
and so he can enjoy the movie. Like, Hereditary is just a good movie, whether it scared you or it didn't, it's just a well done movie, the acting's great, the story's
Well,
interesting,
that's how I
right?
feel about Obsession.
Yeah, so that's why I think if he can talk through the jump scare parts,
Mhm.
he'll be okay.
I will say that the second time I saw Obsession when I took my husband to see it, it scared me more than the first time.
Really?
Yes, like, I got home and I was like, "Oh, is Freaky Nicky, like, around here?" Like, I was, like, scared.
Yeah, I don't know, because that movie definitely had some good jump scares, but none of them were cheap.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think he would like that movie because he's usually fine with movies that are, like, it's more like the vibe is a little spooky.
No, I think you should watch it with him, like, ASAP. It's on Peacock.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
I think I have that.
I have it, you can use my login. I want him to watch it, I really do, I wanna hear about it.
Maybe I'll get him to watch it this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because I love that movie, I really enjoyed it.
No, it's so good.
I can't wait to watch it again, even just myself.
It'll be one of your
Comfort films.
comfort films that you watch by yourself in the privacy of your own home.
No, movies with sexual assault, don't do comfort film for me.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I forgot about that aspect of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
mhm.
But it's just like I mean, it's a good movie.
It is a very good
So I feel
movie.
like just good, like, horror movies are things that you enjoy. Or is your comfort film more like, um 'cause what's your number 1 favorite comfort film? It's Silent Hill?
It's up there. Yeah.
Yeah, so just, like, kinda weird horror films?
I don't
Would you
know.
say House of a Thousand Corpses is one of them? Or
That's like
no?
a background film for me.
Okay.
I mean, I've just seen it so many times. I've probably seen that movie like 3 dozen times.
Yeah.
And it's so quotable. It's one of those movies that I love to put on when I'm like, I'm only half paying attention
Mhm.
because then there'll be like, parts where I'm like, quoting it along with them.
Yeah.
Like, "This ain't no Mickey Mouse socks," like Um, yeah. But yeah, Silent Hill, it's kinda like an eerie vibe. I love, like, an eerie vibe,
Yeah.
like that type of thing. I don't know what it is. And there's something about, like, a 2000s, like, early 2000s horror or, like, thriller that I just love. There was such, like, a unique vibe happening, like, kinda like you with the '90s. There was
Yeah.
such, like, a unique vibe happening then that I just love all those movies.
Well, that's like my like I would never personally throw on any horror film when I'm by myself. But throw a fucking 90s, early 2000s rom-com up my ass?
What was the movie that I was trying to get you to watch the other day? Companion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that by myself.
It's not a scary movie.
I know, but it's, like, freaky.
No, it's not.
It's not even a little creepy at all.
No, it's not creepy. It's literally like
How
a
come the picture is creepy? Like, the main picture.
it's just her.
Yeah, and she has, like, white eyes, and she looks scary.
It's not it's she's a robot. That's why.
Okay.
And I feel bad spoiling
If
that.
I get creeped out, I'm coming for
It's
you.
not creepy. It's funny, and it's, I would say, more like, it's not like Ex Machina or something, or like even Megan is scarier, I would say, than this.
Yeah. Megan, I could watch by myself.
Yeah, you'd be fine watching this.
Okay.
And I was gonna say, oh, I don't want to spoil it because I went into that movie completely blind, but then I watched the trailer, and the trailer literally says that she's a robot. So I was like, okay,
Okay.
if it's in
You
the
just don't
trailer,
watch trailers.
I don't want, and that's why I don't watch trailers, because
Yeah.
I went to that movie completely blind, and that was such a huge reveal for me in
Yeah.
that movie. But yeah, even if you watch the trailer, like, you know how, like, when you hover over something and it like
Mhm.
shows, it immediately is like, and she's a robot.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I mean, you're gonna at least watch that. I know
Yeah, you're
you.
gonna of course I will.
Yeah.
I love a trailer.
I hate trailers.
Even though sometimes I get really mad because sometimes I will watch a trailer and I go, "Okay, that was the entire movie."
Yes.
Like, why are trailers should be 60 seconds or less and just show, like, a couple clips here and there, but, like, don't tell me the story in the trailer,
Especially for a horror movie.
especially for a horror movie.
Like,
Yes.
it should be as vague and confusing as you can possibly make it for a horror movie.
Yes.
Don't show me any of the jump scares. Don't show me what the monster looks like. What are you doing? Like, everyone was getting scared at that Bad Mommy or Other Mommy or whatever
Oh, Jessica
trailer.
Chastain?
Yeah, and I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, like, now I know
I didn't watch the trailer.
everything. It was before the Odyssey.
Mm.
Which, did you see the Odyssey yet?
No.
I thought you guys were gonna go see
I
it.
know we were, and then, like, things happened. I went to see Smash Mouth and Sugar Ray, and
Sometimes you gotta do
just
that.
things happened.
But, like, I was like, "Cool," but this would be such a fun concept if you just kept hearing, "She looks like you, this thing looks like you," but they already
Mm.
showed the thing looking like her.
Got it, got
And I
it.
was like, "Just talk about it, just show the clips of him talking about," because that's
Yeah,
scary
don't
enough.
show it.
Yeah,
Don't show it
don't
in the
show it.
trailer.
Don't show it in the
Ugh.
trailer.
That's like we both went into Hokum blind.
Yes, yeah.
I hadn't seen anything, I didn't know anything about
I
it.
had no idea what that movie was about. I didn't
Yeah.
know it was about a witch or any of the
Yeah,
stuff
same.
that it's about. Hokum was really great. Go and watch it. That one I thought was, like, the perfect combination of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, classic kind of, like, classic horror, um, scares with,
Yes.
like, jump scares and stuff like that, but an interesting enough storyline where it felt very, very fresh.
Yeah, I
And so
agree.
you kind of got that movie, to me, is, I think, will be a throw-on movie.
Yeah, that one's good.
That'll be a throw-on comfort film. There's something about that movie that feels very nostalgic
Yeah.
without, I don't know if it's the setting.
I know what you
I
mean.
don't know if it's, like, because the bad guy is, like, a classic monster, so
Yeah.
that feels very nostalgic.
And, like, the whole vibe of that movie is just, like, eerie.
Eerie, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's got kind of, like, and it's got some, like, fun characters that you're, like, rooting
Yeah,
for.
I would not that's one I would not watch by myself.
See, that's like, my husband's working late tonight after we got off, like, recording. I would go home and put that on, like, while I ate dinner or
That's
something.
crazy to me.
Yeah, like, 100%.
That's so crazy. I can't even watch, like, a documentary, like, by myself.
Really?
Like, if it has to do with, like, any sort of crime or I can't. I get too freaked out.
I'm trying to think of what I legitimately think I couldn't watch alone. Honestly,
A rom-com. No, I'm just kidding.
Undertone.
Ooh, okay. Really?
That movie really scared me.
Okay. I feel like that's exactly the kind of eerie vibe that you like.
No, that movie really scared me. And because she's, like, alone in the house,
Yeah,
I feel like it would be even scarier to be alone watching it.
that's fair.
And I have, like, there's always so many noises in my house.
Well, there are things in your house too.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to be alone in your house at all,
Yeah.
frankly.
You're like, "Frankly, don't ask me to watch your dog."
Frankly, the last time I was in your apartment alone, I was trying to guard myself from Tom with a box
Oh,
because he was
that's my
trying to
cat.
whack me. So
He'll do that.
he specifically to me.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Sometimes a cat's gotta whack you.
Cat's got to do what a cat's got to do.
Yep, yep, yep. But yeah, that, like, undertone really scared me. I was scared. Remember how sweaty I was during that
No,
movie?
I know. You were terrified. You were more scared than I was.
Sound design really gets me. When you
Yeah.
don't see the thing, also the tension of will you see a thing and then you
Mhm.
don't, that scares me more than anything else. Like that's why I thought did agree that Longlegs very much scared me, at least the first two acts. The third act I thought kind of like gave up the ghost, but the first 2 acts, there was so much tension of, am I about to see something? And you don't, like
Yeah.
90% of the time. So the 1 or 2 or 3 times you do see something, it's so much scarier because you're just like, you've been having this like shock and release over and over and over again. Like
Yeah.
that to me that's what gets my nervous system going.
No, that's fair.
A similar movie is Talk to Me.
I did I see that? Yes, I did. I saw that.
I wanted to see the other movie. I just didn't. I didn't end up making it to the theater. The movie by the same director that I heard was even better than Talk to Me. At least that's what some people were saying. Oh yeah, and they were YouTubers.
Oh yeah, because that's the new thing.
Bring Her Back.
Bring her back. I heard that was really scary.
Yeah, I never got a chance to see that in theaters. I really, really wanted to, but it was only in my theater for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
And so I missed it. But I heard it was really good and that it was really scary. I really want to see that one.
We could always save it and do a movie night
We could. I mean,
since neither one of us has seen it.
it's out. It's out streaming. So we
Yeah,
could do that in the next month or so.
that's
Let us know if you
true.
guys would like to see that on Patreon. We do movie
Mhm.
night streamings on Patreon. They're very fun. Our last watch along was The Descent. And
Yes.
that was last October, so we're due.
Yeah, we're way
We're
overdue,
way overdue.
frankly, for that.
Yeah. Well, I know some people who will be seeing that when we get around to it.
They better be.
Let's welcome some of our new patrons for this week. So, welcome to Amy C.
Hi, Amy.
And welcome to Jen G.
Hi, Jen.
Thank you guys so much for joining our Patreon. Like I said, we're going to be having lives and movie nights. We are finishing up our book club right now, which is Hellbent by Lee Bardugo. It's been an amazing read. And we will be doing the third installment of this trilogy in September, October when the third book comes out.
Yeah, the third book is literally gonna come out. We're
So
gonna read it immediately.
pucker your little buttholes.
That's so weird that you just said that.
Why?
Because I was like sitting, okay, I'm sitting in my chair with like my legs kind of up, and I was like, oh no, I hope a fart doesn't slip out.
Oh,
So I had to pucker my butthole. Like
wow.
as you said that.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm so sorry if that was TMI.
Now you guys all know it too, at least.
I just feel so comfortable with them. So I just felt I had to tell them.
Feel so comfortable with these people on the internet who I can't see while I'm speaking.
I mean, yeah.
That's the issue.
That's exactly the issue.
If you could see them, it'd be a very different situation.
Yeah, but I can't.
If you just all these eyes watching you while you did this.
I don't want that.
That's why I even hate doing the video because I feel like I'm way funnier when we're not on video because I'm not thinking about the video.
See, I'm not thinking about the video. That's why I just talked about farting.
I'm constantly thinking about the video. Can't not think about it actually. Quite frankly.
That's where we differ, my friend.
We have a ghost hunting video that should be up now from the Winchester Mystery House. We have a bonus episode that is out this week, which is a really crazy true crime story that was requested. It was really crazy.
Very crazy.
Yeah. So we have tons of awesome stuff on there, including just ad-free content. So if you would like to support the podcast, Patreon is the main way we get to keep doing this show. And we just really appreciate it until they dig you. If you cannot join at this point, which we totally understand as well, just leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcast. give us a little like on YouTube, wherever you listen or wherever you don't. If you give us the little thumbs up, it helps us out no matter what.
You know what else I kind of want to try?
What?
Okay, if you're listening on Spotify, I want everyone to leave a comment.
Oh, go leave us a little comment. Yeah,
Apparently that boosts us in the algorithm. I don't know.
we've been trying to comment, and me and Amanda read all the
We
comments
read
and
every
comment
comment.
back.
Yes.
So if you would like to comment something, we will read it and
Make it
usually reply.
nice. Make it a nice comment.
Amanda assumes every comment is a mean comment.
Even if you
That's
say
why I
something
usually do the comments and not her.
even if you say something nice, I will somehow take that, twist it, turn it into the meanest thing anyone's ever said.
You know that old like trope that's like, "Wow, you look really good today," and someone's like, "Oh, so I look bad every other day." That's Amanda.
Oh, 100.
Yeah.
That is I've actually done that to my husband.
Like, "Wow, your hair looks really good like that." "Oh, so you hate it the way I normally do it?"
Yeah, so yesterday I looked horrible. My hair looked
Yeah,
like
that
trash.
is Amanda,
No,
100%.
absolutely.
To a T.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
not wrong. But I promise, I'll read these ones
She promises
nice.
she'll let me be the one who responds to
Uh-huh,
you.
uh-huh. But yeah, do that.
Yes, Spotify comments are interesting. I didn't realize for a long time that they even existed, and then when we found them, I was like, "Oh, fun."
Yeah, and apparently they also help us grow.
So yeah, drop a com.
Drop a com.
Because I've always been, like, jokingly saying, like, "Oh, drop it in the comments," being like, there's no comments,
Yeah,
but
but now
now
you
there are
can.
comments, and so now I'm like, well, now that joke in, like, the first, like, 200 episodes that I did, like, regularly is they're just like, "Okay,
They're like, okay, I guess I'll drop it in the
I guess I could
comments.
drop it in the
You don't have to be
comments."
rude about it.
And meanwhile, I'm like, "That's funny because there's no comment section." Sorry, I've talked so
I was
much
gonna
in the
say,
last
what's churning in that little
30
noggin, right?
minutes.
Right
I don't
there.
even know. There's always something churning. There's always some song playing, and then there's also a phrase usually going, and then I also am just having my normal thoughts.
That was like a really crazy thing that you said to me the other day.
I thought what you said to me was crazy,
What did I say to you?
that sometimes you're just not thinking about anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's just silent in there.
Yeah.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I don't know why that's crazy.
I've never had a single moment of silence in my head,
You've
I
never
don't
had
think,
no
ever.
thoughts ever?
No. Why do you think I like drinking so much?
Yeah, like when we were driving home from San Diego, I was so tired. I had not a single thought going through my brain. I wasn't even thinking about like I wasn't thinking about like going home. I wasn't thinking about driving at that moment in time. Like I was just no thought.
That's insane to me. I constantly have not only a song usually playing
Yeah, that was weird.
100% of the time, and by song I mean like a 4-second clip from a song typically.
That's playing over and over and over again in her brain,
Yes,
which
yes.
is so
Like
crazy to
right
me.
now for the last hour, it's been a friend in need is a friend indeed, but a friend who bleeds is better. Over and over and over and over and over again. And then sometimes it's a phrase. Like I'm not on TikTok anymore, thank God. So I don't like because those used to get
Oh, the
stuck in my
trending
head.
sounds.
Like if it was like a 6-second clip of somebody
Yeah.
saying something that would also play. And then also it's just my normal thoughts, which is just a 24/7 narration.
I mean, I will say, like, as someone who has anxiety, I most of the time, like, I would say 94% of the time, very specifically, I always have, like, a thought like, "Oh, no, what am I like, I have to do this, and I have to do that, and oh my god, really, what am I gonna do?" But then there's those times, like, the other day where I literally was like, "Wow, I'm not thinking," and I didn't realize I wasn't thinking about anything until you told me. I always have a song playing in my head or whatever, and I was like, "Holy shit, I was just driving for the last, like, 45 minutes with no thoughts in my brain."
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like I wish there was like a drug I could take that would make that happen for me.
Yeah, it was really weird.
That's why when I go to bed, I have to like have sound playing or like a book or a podcast or something because if my brain is left to its own devices, it'll just be like, remember how you're gonna die one day, you're gonna die one day, you're gonna die one day, you're gonna die one day. And also for some reason there's a Red Hot Chili Peppers song playing and it's not even the good part of the song.
So you have that simultaneously.
Yes.
That's gotta be hard to deal with.
Yeah, no, yeah. That I'm starting to realize that maybe there is something like deeply wrong with me.
Maybe that's why you can't sleep.
Yeah, it's 100% why I can't sleep, no matter how tired I am.
Baby girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we gotta fix that.
Like this morning, I woke up at like 5 a.m., couldn't fall back asleep, put on an audiobook to listen to. I'm listening to Cackle right now, but I'm doing like a very slow listen through of it because it's been like the book that I'll put on in the morning when I need to fall back asleep. And so I've re-listened to a lot of parts. And I was literally listening to this book, and then I thought about how, oh my gosh, okay, so today, like, I'm like my brain just started like running through everything that I had to do today because I had a lot of stuff to do today. And then it was also like, when's the last time you washed your sheets? And I was like, fuck. And then it was like, when is the last time you thought about that girl that you went to high school with that you were like kind of mean to at lunch that one time? And then I thought about that for like an hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's constant. Intrusive
Well,
thoughts.
I guess that
Very.
makes sense why you're always listening to an audiobook.
Yeah, because I constantly need sound. If it's quiet, I can't, like, my brain will start doing even more things
Yeah.
to make up for the quiet, and we can't let her loose.
No.
We can't let her loose.
No, I'm afraid of what she might do.
No, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Me too. Don't give her the codes. She will drop a poop nuke on you.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
not the poop
Yeah,
nuke.
we can't have that, simply.
You know what? Yes, let's stick to the 4 seconds of a song playing constantly over and over and over again in your head. That's probably safest for all of us.
One time, I for an entire night, and I didn't sleep, like, for a whole second, like, literally did not fall asleep, and I was just in bed for, like, 10 hours trying to sleep, and it was, that song, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man with the plan, I'm the man. It's Arcade Fire song.
Yeah.
I'm the man, I'm the man. Just that part playing over and over and over in my head until I had a panic attack because I couldn't get it out of my head. And then for like 6 months, every time I would hear that song, it would make me throw up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little worried.
No, welcome to my dark twisted welcome to my brain. It's a nightmare in there.
Welcome to my crib.
Well, that's like when people like try to like talk about like I'm like not to be, like compare or whatever because if that's your brain, that's the only brain you know, and if it sucks in there, it sucks in there. But I'm just like, man, I wish you could be in mine for like 5 minutes and realize how good you've got it for like to like 90% of the people.
Honestly, I kind of want to
Be in
be
there.
in
You want to
there
get up in there?
for like 5 minutes.
I think you would come out so confused and afraid of me.
Really?
Yeah, or maybe afraid for me is more
Maybe
correct.
for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, my brain is very like I have intrusive thoughts. I'm constantly thinking about the next thing that I have to do and I'm like, "Oh my god, if I don't get this done, like things are going to be whatever, whatever, whatever." Um but last night for some reason, I like woke up in the middle of the night with like okay, this is really weird. I don't know why I did this, but I woke up in like a panic and the only thing that was in my brain and it must have been because I saw a TikTok of her, but do you know who Nikki Blonsky is?
No.
She was Tracy Turnblad in the Hairspray movie.
Oh, and she does all those crazy videos.
Yeah,
You showed me those before.
she does
She
a lot of
talks about, like,
lives.
Zac Efron a lot.
Yeah, I literally
Yeah.
woke up in the middle of the night, and the only thought in my brain was, "What if Nikki Blonsky and Zac Efron actually did have sex, and that's why she
They absolutely
and
did.
that's why she
They
is so
absolutely did.
upset about it?"
They absolutely did. I'm
'Cause remember that one
in my
interview
opinion.
remember that one interview where someone asked her, like, "Do you think Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens are gonna go the didn't?" And she was like, "I love you, Vanessa, but no. No way." Do you remember that?
They totally hooked up. I firmly believe that.
I didn't like, I had to have seen a TikTok or something, and that's why it was in my brain,
Why does
but
this upset you, this thought?
it didn't upset me, it was just like, "Oh my god, I need to know."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh my gosh, now it's, like, gonna consume me
Yeah, I need
because
to
I
figure this
need
out.
to know if they actually had
Nikki,
sex."
call me, please.
But yeah, that's my brain, so
I'm voting yes that they did.
for
For
sure.
sure.
Drop that in the comments,
Yeah.
please.
Well, on that note,
On that lovely note,
that lovely, lovely note, how about we get started?
let's get
Let's
started.
do it. Okay, so today I have a very special listener request. So Amanda, I was going crazy because I couldn't pick a story, and she was like, "Actually, I really always wanted to hear this story, but it was too complicated for me when I tried to look it up. I don't like to know about politics."
That's so real.
So she sent it to me, and I will be covering it instead. And we're going to be talking about the time the CIA pretended that vampires were real to try and win a war in the Philippines.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So to start off, you need to know a little bit about the political situation that was happening in the Philippines during World War II. So the Philippines had been occupied or like, attempted to be colonized and stuff like that multiple times. And they actually declared independence from Spain in 1898. But between everything that was going on, the Japanese ended up trying to invade them during World War II, and or I mean, did invade during World War II. And during that time, actually, the United States was fighting against the Japanese. Obviously, as the Japanese were paired up with Italy and Germany, the Nazis. So during World War II, there was a People's Army that was set up. Um, I am going to butcher this, and I'm so sorry. I really tried to figure out how to say it, but I'm only going to say it this one time, and then I will use other terms. The Hakbong Bayang Laban Sa Hapan.
Okay, that's a really long word in your defense.
It was multiple words,
Okay.
which literally translates to the People's Army against the Japanese.
Okay.
So this was a bunch of like farmers and people in rural areas. It was known as like a guerrilla movement that was formed to fight the Japanese invasion during World War II. So they actually worked directly with the United States because, like I said, the United States was also trying to get the access powers out of these places.
Okay.
Okay. So take it back. World War II ends, and the Hucks, as they're known more commonly, they were still like, yeah, we want to restructure this country in a way that's like way more communist. So there was two main ways of thinking happening at the end of World War II, and there was a more communist way of thinking that was happening in like Soviet Russia and stuff like that. And then there was the more capitalist way of thinking. That was the more Western way of thinking, which is America and the UK and the other allies. Okay. And as we know, the United States government has spent many, 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 many trillions of dollars to fight what they believe is the spread of communism. Because how can we export our shitty fast food if you are a communist country?
Right.
Right. So during the 1940s, the Hucks, they actually were continuing the initiative to try and restructure their government as more communist. I obviously am not a fucking scholar on this. I'm not from this region. I don't know everything. So I'm not forming an opinion on this or telling you an opinion on this if you are somebody who is Filipino or from the area. Okay? Just saying that. But so they had all of these fighters, and now the United States government, who were their allies, have turned against them and we're trying to get them to completely disband.
Okay.
And that is where we bring in Edward G. Lansdale.
All right, Edward.
Yes. So
Who happens to be Edward Cullen, a vampire?
that's the twist
I'm
ending.
just saying.
So he was a very famous Air Force brigadier, and he was a general, Brigadier General Edward G. Lansdale, Eddie for short. And he was one of the first hires from the new or into the newly formed CIA.
The newly formed. What year was this?
This is in the early 1950s, late 1940s.
Okay.
Yes.
So CIA brand new.
Yes, the CIA was brand new. Before that, it was like the, Information Intelligence Agency or whatever, but they like finally formed the Central Intelligence Agency after World War II. And actually, this guy, General Edward, had been fighting in these parts of Asia. So he was like pretty familiar with the culture, the community, the people. He'd been fighting side by side with these Hucks. But what General Edward G. Lansdale was the most firm believer in was psychological operations, or
Mm-hmm.
as you might hear them more often, psyops.
Yes.
That is a very common phrase you'll see online, especially now as like bots and media influence becomes a bigger and bigger thing with the use of the internet. Psyop is probably something you see a lot. And basically, it's the use of psychological manipulation to achieve whatever your means to the ends are.
Yes.
Yes. So he had told everyone in the military, he was like, yeah, this is like propaganda on steroids. Like, yeah, whatever, you can pass out your flyers and shit. But if we can actually infiltrate communities and change people's minds or scare people in ways that they did not realize was possible, that is very different, especially if they think that the information is coming from them, like from within their own people.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like, why would you ever think that the government or CIA or whatever is coming in and doing these things that seem so real? Like, why would
Yes.
you think that?
Yes. Yeah. So his first idea was he knew that the people in the Philippines, especially these people who live are from these like more rural communities, they're very, very superstitious and they believed in something called the aswang,
Mhm.
which we have talked about on this podcast before. So aswang is kind of like a all-encompassing term for like a supernatural entity, like almost like saying like demon or vamp, or like instead of saying vampire saying like demon, or like
Okay.
saying like ghost instead of like poltergeist or
I
whatever.
wasn't sure if that was considered a cryptid or not, but it's more like a demon?
It's more of like a general idea, like of
Okay.
something supernatural. So, like I said, like you could get specific. I don't know what you consider a demon. Do you consider a vampire a demon? Do you consider a werewolf a demon? Do you consider,
Right,
a
right.
poltergeist? All this stuff. Like there's like kind of words you just use. So, aswang was kind of just the general term for like otherworldly entity.
Okay, got it.
Entity, I guess, would be,
Entity,
yeah.
yeah.
So they could be considered vampires, witches, ghouls, transforming into hybrid people, werewolves, that
Oh,
type of
okay.
thing.
So
Like I
it's
said,
like a pretty big range.
it's literally the broad idea of like entity.
Got it.
Like it's an entity or a demon. Like it's like not specific to
Yeah.
what it looks like or whatever.
Yeah, I definitely thought I had like a idea of what it looked like in my head, and it was more like a vampire, like hybrid bat thing.
So the way that it's translated in different parts of the Philippines, it literally can be vampire, it can just be evil spirit, or even just witch in general.
Okay.
Yeah. Um
Something scary.
Something scary, yes. And so Eddie, General Eddie over here had heard about this while he had been fighting alongside the Hucks, and that this was something that a lot of the people that were part of this guerrilla army believed in.
Mhm.
So he came up with an idea, and it was to basically convince these fighters that were in a territory that they were trying to push the Hucks out of, that there was an aswang in the hills with them.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is actually directly from his book called In the Midst of War, An American's Mission to Southeast Asia. And he said, a combat Psy-War squad was brought in. It planted stories among town residents that there was an Oswang living in the hill where the Hucks were based. So basically, he like sent out a bunch of troops and also people that he knew in the community to start spreading rumors that there was a vampire in the hills.
See, all Eddie would have had to do was call me, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna gossip to
The
everybody.
town crier.
Right.
And you wouldn't even had to have been on the payroll. You would have done it for free because you would have thought it was real.
Yeah, basically, all he would have had to do was find me, tell me that there was an Oswong in the community. I would
Yeah.
have literally started to cry
Yeah.
because I'm the town crier.
Mhm.
And then I would have cried so much that people would have overheard me and been like, "What's going on?" I've been like, "Did you not hear about the Oswong that's in the hills?"
Yeah, I'm scared as
And
hell.
then everyone would have known
And
about
it
it.
would have been, unfortunately, it would have been completely genuine. You wouldn't have
No,
been on the
exactly.
payroll. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then after I found out, I've been like, "Eddie, cough up those bucks.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you made me lie,
exactly. You made me
yeah.
lie to the whole town
I think you also wouldn't have been able to keep that a secret is the problem.
if I was on the payroll.
If you found out that that it wasn't true and he was using you as a psyop, you would have also cried about that and
Yeah,
spilled.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And
double
then I would have
cry.
not gotten any money.
Yeah, double cry
No,
event.
you're right. That's why I'm the town crier.
Yeah, exactly. So they basically started spreading these rumors, and then obviously people started telling the Hucks that were staying up in this hill area that they were trying to clear out. And according to Mr. General Lansdale, 2 nights later, after giving the stories time to make their way up to the hill camp, a Cywar squad set up an ambush along the trail used by the Hucks. When a Huck patrol came by the trail, the ambushers silently snatched up just the last man of the patrol. Their move was unseen in the dark of night.
Oh, so they actually kidnapped somebody?
Mhm.
Oh, shit.
So they had Huck patrol. Basically, from what I gathered, there was like these kind of thin trails where you could only walk one person at a time,
Yes.
and they waited in the bushes until one of these patrols went by, and I don't know how many people there were. Let's say there's 4 people. They grabbed the last one, like hand over mouth,
Yeah, snatch him.
silently snatched him into the forest, so people didn't even realize at first that he was gone.
Well, I thought that they were just gonna scare people. I
No,
didn't think they
I
were gonna
mean
kidnap people.
it's war, baby
Oh,
girl.
no. Okay.
They punctured his neck with 2 holes in a vampire fashion, held the body up by the heels to drain it of blood, and then put the corpse with no blood in it back on the trail.
Oh my god.
When the Hucks returned, eventually looking for their missing man, they found a bloodless comrade, and every member of the patrol believed that an Oswong had gotten him and that one of them could be next if they remained on that hill.
Bro.
When daylight came, the whole Huck squadron had moved out of the vicinity.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy for the fucking CIA to do that, I feel like.
The CIA, quite literally, is so hard for me to talk to about with normal people because they did it.
Yeah.
Like whatever I hear that the CIA was like accused of, my brain goes, "Yeah, they probably did that shit cuz they did the craziest stuff ever."
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's all like Looney Tunes ass fucking
No, literally.
pranks with murder.
That's
That's literally what it
actually
is.
an incredible way to describe this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, obviously, it worked. All of the Hucks moved out of that section of the hill,
Wow.
and the American forces were able to move in and retake that area.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
can you imagine
no,
like finding that man like that?
no, with no blood in his body
Of course you're gonna think it was
and puncture
an
marks.
Oswang.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like, oh my gosh, that must have taken so long to
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
And the people that were like the ones doing it too. I don't know, like,
Yeah.
ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But the craziest part was that wasn't even the most effective psyop that Lansdale did during this operation
Oh no, I'm
because he
scared.
had another psyop called the Eye of God.
Okay.
Yes. So the Eye of God is what they would do is they would get intelligence from locals or defectors or whatever, and they'd figure out like people who weren't necessarily part of the Hucks but were like aiding them, so like letting them live at their house, feeding them, giving them information, stuff like that. And they would have somebody go through at night with a loudspeaker saying the people's names that they had and being like, "We know that you're working with the Hucks. We have your name, we have your wife's name, we have your children's name. And if you don't either like surrender or turn on them, you're going to die."
Oh shit.
And so these people started scattering and staying in different places and all this stuff, but they had all this intelligence. And so what they would do then is at night when everyone was asleep, they would send one person in and have them paint what they called the Eye of God, which was like a giant eyeball on the side of a building that was looking at inside of wherever that person was hiding. So they would wake up with this eye looking right at
Oh
them.
my god.
Yes. And that was way more effective. He said that was the most effective psyop that they did was the Eye of God.
That feels strange to me just because like if I saw a person drained of blood hanging up, upside down by his ankles or whatever, I would be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, there's a vampire creature here that's killing
Yeah,
people.
but
I
that's
gotta
that's
go."
3 people seeing that already are part of the Hux, right?
Yeah.
This is targeting people who are not even, like, members, they're just helping them out in some way or
Right,
another,
right.
and it's, like, basically like, "We know where you are." It's like that moment in a movie, like, nowadays you would think where you're talking to someone and then they're, like, trying to spill, like, trying to be like, "The military is doing this," or whatever, and then you see the red dot appear on their forehead. It's like
Yes.
that, like
Okay.
psychological
Got it.
warfare of like, we know where you are, and not only do we know where you are, we could kill you at any moment,
Yeah.
but we're waiting, so you won't know when it's gonna happen, but you have to
Oh,
live in fear.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. So this was pretty effective, and there was a lot less help that was offered to the Hucks in this area, and so eventually they ended up getting pushed back by the military, um, and like I said, Lansdale wrote in his book, so these are his own words, that the army would warn these people that they were under suspicion, and then this mysterious presence of these malevolent eyes the next morning would have a sharply sobering effect on them. So basically, they would be like, "We know, yeah, like I said, we know where you are, we know who you are, and this is fucking watching you."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we wonder why people don't like the United States or like
I was
Americans around the
just
world.
gonna say,
Uh,
like, this is why
guys.
we're constantly being like, "Oh, the government is scary. They've done things
Mhm.
that you wouldn't even believe."
Yeah,
Because this is kind of hard to believe, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's like it is, but it isn't, you know? Like, hearing it, I'm like, "They really did that?"
The thing, and the craziest part is like this is actually benign compared to like 90% of the stuff that we especially we did in Vietnam, which is actually so we end up getting kind of forced out of the Philippines,
Okay.
the United States government,
Yeah.
and another God, this is so fucking annoying. So like I said, in the Philippines, the Independence Day is June 12th, right? It commemorates their independence from Spain in 1998. Um, and then the US government came in and like after we left and we were like, "Okay, I guess we like don't really care about this anymore because like the communists are done and we don't want to fight with you anymore." They were like, "We're going to make your guys' new Independence Day July 4th." And then so for years, Independence Day in the Philippines was celebrated on July 4th until in like the 70s people were like, "What the why are we doing this?"
Yeah. Like,
And
our
they moved
Independence Day was this day.
yes, they moved it back to June 12th
Well,
in
good.
yeah. And it's been a national holiday since 1978
I'm glad
in the
they took
Philippines.
it back.
Yes. Just super crazy once again, like, what were we even doing there type of
No,
thing, you know what I
literally.
mean? Like, get your asses out of there. The
Yeah.
second Japan got out of there, you guys should have been out there. Like, why were we immediately fighting the people we were just fighting alongside? But then you look into, like, most wars and stuff like that, like, in the Middle East especially, we'll be fighting alongside people, and then, like, immediately we label them terrorists the second we get what we want, and that
Right.
now they don't wanna comply with every single thing that we want.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yes, so, after our time in the Philippines, that's when they moved these tactics more extremely over to Vietnam, which I could do a whole episode on Vietnam, but it will be very, very depressing. So I just will warn anyone before they ask for that.
Okay.
But yes, for a little while in the end of the 1940s, the U.S. government pretended to be a vampire to scare people out of a Huck's stronghold.
I okay, so I had no idea. I thought that they just genuinely like spread this information to the town. Like I said, you know, planted the seed, got the town crier involved, whatever, told people. I had no idea that they like literally kidnapped somebody and murdered him, drained his blood, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
Like had no idea. That's
yeah,
insane.
yeah,
And it's like I don't know. Once again, it's like it's hard to believe, but it's not hard to believe.
yeah.
Because you don't want to think that the government would do that, but we know that they
They've
would.
done so much worse.
Yeah.
They've done so much worse. That's the thing, is like people we are not taught in school like the tactics that are used, right? We're just like taught like anybody who was in the military was a good person who served their government and served their country and they loved freedom. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, a lot of these people were sadistic fucks who did a lot of fucked up shit. And then we like use the guise of patriotism to like
Mhm.
welcome back war criminals into our ranks. Like that, like very
Yeah, like
much.
imagine if we learned this in school,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
I was very lucky. I had a history teacher in high school that was very critical of the government, and so I did learn a lot of stuff like this in school. And but I growing up, getting older, I've realized that that was a very unique experience.
Yeah.
Most people did not have that. But
Well, no wonder you were so into like talking about the things that the military and the government have done.
And we talked about this a lot on the Patreon book club of you're not the bad guy when it's your point of view.
Right. Unreliable narrators.
Unreliable narrators,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, of course you're the hero in your own story. Of course that person that is against you is the bad guy, but unfortunately, like in objective truth, that's just not how it works.
Yeah.
No matter like almost 99% of the time, no matter like that's just not how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, some reports and some stories will say that there was like they did this multiple times where they kidnapped people and like were leaving bodies and stuff. According to official records, and I'm using quotation marks here because I don't believe that shit. According to official records, they only did this once and that's all it took. And they just moved these people out of this one area. But there are stories that are told by Filipino people who are said that this happened multiple
Yeah.
times. So,
And that wouldn't surprise me.
no, not at all. Not at
Yeah.
all.
Especially if they're trying to like I don't know, it just feels like what why would you go to that extreme unless you're purposely trying to make a big show of it, right? So of course they're going to do it multiple times.
Yeah.
Because all they really had to do was spread a rumor, I feel like.
Yeah. But once again, you keep saying extreme. They don't think killing one person's extreme.
No, I'm just saying
They don't think killing anyone's extreme.
I'm saying for me,
Mhm.
that is an extreme thing to do, right? Because I would never kill anyone. So like that is extreme to my brain.
Yeah. And
So,
I think that's the crazy thing. Like when you really think about war, you have to think about like we hear a lot of numbers,
yeah.
right? We hear a lot of 10,000 people, a million people, whatever. Each one of those people was a human being
Right.
who was loved,
Mhm.
who was somebody's child, who was potentially somebody's brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whatever. And even if they weren't, they just like popped up. That's extreme.
Yeah.
Because if somebody killed you, that would be the most traumatic thing in my entire life, right?
No, absolutely.
And so you have
It
to
better be.
imagine all of these people as more than just numbers, which I think is really hard for a lot of people just
Yeah.
because there is so much death and
And it's
destruction.
also the way that people talk about it,
Yes.
where they just say like, "Oh, 6,000 people were killed." Like they
Yeah.
don't I don't know, they just don't talk about it in
Like they're real people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different than what's the other stuff that you've talked about on the podcast like lacing people with drugs or whatever,
They did a lot of
MDMA.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a lot of that too. Or
Yeah.
giving people like your UTIs and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have I never covered that?
Maybe you did.
Oh, I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
I
I
did. I can't
remember like the
remember.
MDMA stuff and the
Yeah, that was MK Ultra.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna do more government conspiracies. Once again, they're just like depressing.
I know,
But
but
like
once again,
but people like
people
them.
want them.
People like them. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which I guess I am the one that asked you to do this,
Yeah,
so
this was a
I
VIP
guess I'm
request.
also in that
Well,
camp.
you didn't know anyone died, so you probably just thought it was like a funny, goofy haha.
I absolutely did.
Yeah, yeah,
For the record, you guys.
yeah.
But that was very interesting, and I didn't know
Yeah, it kind
any
of
of that.
reminded me of Project Mincemeat, that story you covered.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, so that was the time that the government pretended to be an Aswang.
Okay, welcome back from the CIA psyop.
From our latest sponsor, CIA.org.
The CIA sponsored this episode.
this this episode brought to you by Poop Lettuce. We promise it's clean.
Give us money. So today I am going to take us to Sunnyvale, California,
Oh, very fun.
to the haunted Toys R Us.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So my sources today were Snopes.com by Barbara Mickelson, ParanormalPopCulture.com, SFGate.com by Katie Dowd, The Morbid Library, and the 1980s television show. That's incredible.
Yes, I've seen that episode.
Because that's incredible.
That's incredible.
Frankly.
Your husband keeps reheating pieces of those pizza one piece at a time.
Are you smelling it?
And it smells so good.
Well, I'm going to crack into that later.
I'm letting my little nostrils, little flare go.
Yeah, if you guys want to know, just really quick aside before I jump into the story. Cassidy does photo shoots for restaurants, and we did one today. We got so much food from this.
It was insane.
Like a comical amount of food.
Yeah.
That you would think we were throwing a party or feeding a football team or
When
something.
we showed up, because I pay Amanda in food,
Food, obviously,
basically.
which is honestly the only way I wanna get paid.
Her husband literally looked like he said, "It's like it's my
He did
birthday."
say that.
Because there was so much pizza and, like, different it was all different stuff, like, right? Like, it wasn't just, like, a bunch of one thing, it was, like, all different stuff.
Yeah,
Because I was, like, shooting a new menu for a local restaurant. So if you need your local restaurant menu shot, I do that.
that's right.
Um, and so I was shooting the new menu for them, and so I shot, like, 15 items,
Well,
and
they kept bringing out more food too. Like, at one point you're like, "Okay, I think that's it." And then he was like, "Just kidding. Here's another pizza and
yeah,
here's another pasta." And we're like,
yeah.
"Whoa,
Want some wings?
buddy, slow down. We can only eat so much."
No, the, lady who hired me sent me an email and was like, "Thank you, everything looks, like, so great," whatever. She was like, "I hope your husband and your hand model and her husband are all very happy," and I was like, "They are very happy, don't
I
worry."
am the hand model.
'Cause they always are like, "Oh," I always joke, I'm like, "Oh, my husband gets really happy whenever I book one of these gigs because I bring home" my husband and my wife get very happy when I book one of these
My
gigs.
husband literally said, "Oh, you brought home the bacon." And
Lit
I said,
quite
"Well, we
literally.
did bring home a meat lovers pizza.
There was a meat
So
lovers pizza
you're
involved.
not wrong."
Yeah. And a carbonara in there
Uh-huh,
somewhere.
uh-huh. Okay, back to Toys R Us.
Woo! You know it, you love it, you miss it.
You miss it so
Something
much.
else private equity killed.
Yeah. So, obviously, Toys R Us, when we were growing up, was huge.
Mhm.
It was kinda like going into Disneyland, like, when you convinced your parents to take you to Toys R Us,
Oh, yeah.
like, nothing was like that. You were like, "Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I'm gonna run through every aisle. What am I gonna get? What toy am I gonna get?"
Did
Like
you guys have KB Toys?
yes.
Okay, because
Yeah.
my uncle was a manager at a KB Toys,
Really?
and so sometimes he would be able to, like, squirrel away, like, really because we were a toy family, like,
Yeah.
collectors,
Oh,
and
yes.
and he
That's
would
why Comic-Con,
yeah,
hello.
exactly, and he would, like, squirrel away, like, exclusive toys or exclusive Pokemon packs for us. Like,
Ooh.
we had so many Mewtwo's I couldn't even count.
Actually, the other day, I was driving to Target, and in the, parking lot, like, where Target is, there's a Five Below,
Mhm.
and there was people camped out, like, literally in chairs all around the Five Below, and I was like, "What is going on?" So I had to Google it, and it was like a limited toy was being released or something, so people were
God damn.
camping out.
For $5 or below?
Yeah, from Five Below for this exclusive toy, and I was like, "Damn, the toy community is
No,
crazy."
it really is. It's crazy.
Um, my personal favorite Toys R Us was in Times Square.
Yeah.
It had, like, a Ferris wheel inside. Jeffrey the giraffe was always, like, lurking around somewhere. He was walking around taking pictures with people,
Mhm.
and my favorite memory, every time I would go to that specific Toys R Us, I would get these edible bubbles, and they tasted like grape.
Oh, that's
So you
fun.
would blow the bubble, and then you would, like, eat it, and it tasted like grape.
Yeah, I love
It was
that.
really
No,
fun.
that sounds very
Yeah.
fun.
So there actually are Toys R Us standalone stores still around. They reopened in the last couple of years.
Mhm.
Not many, but there are a few. But a lot of them have permanently shut down, and that is like the one we are going to talk about today in Sunnyvale, California. This particular building opened in 1970 at 130 El Camino Real. And it wasn't long after the store opened that the employees started to experience some strange activity.
Okay.
Actually, the strange activity technically started even before the store was opened. Like during construction, apparently the people that were working on the building ended up running away in fear because of the things that they claimed to see inside.
I love that for them.
But let's get into some of the employees' accounts. So while stocking up the shelves, employees would go to grab like more toys from a box. And when they would turn around, the things that they had just stocked up on the shelves would be down on the floor.
Okay. I mean, that's like the fear, right? Like
Yeah.
when you because not only now, is there something spooky happening, but also you have to do more work.
The more
More
work,
importantly,
the more
you
work
have to do more work.
makes things 20 times worse than
Yeah.
just like, oh, there's like a silly ghost running by, like knocking over the stuffed animal. Now I have to redo it.
That is quite literally, I would say the worst kind of haunting, like when there's like a poltergeist that breaks all your glasses and stuff. Because
Yeah,
now
you're
it's like,
making work for
yeah, because
me.
I'm like, well, now not only am I scared and uncomfortable in my home, but I also have to clean up after your
I have to
ass.
clean up after your ass, and now you're also costing me money.
Yeah, I don't like that one bit.
That's rude.
I don't like that
That's just
one
disrespectful.
freaking bit.
But yeah, so like that's not that big of a deal, right? Like sometimes things fall, if they're not secure enough, especially stuffed animals, like if you don't secure those bitches, they will just like
Yeah,
teeter to the
they weighed
side,
nothing.
fall off, whatever. But then things started to get even stranger when people reported physically seeing rag dolls and monster trucks fly off of the shelves, and balls would start bouncing down the empty aisles
Mm,
when no one was around.
yeah, it's no good.
Female employees would say that when they went to the bathroom, all the sinks would turn on by themselves, like while they were in the stall. And one employee actually said that she heard the stall next to her shut and lock as if someone was in there. And then when she looked under, there was no feet or
We got
anything.
a pervert ghost on our hands.
It's not great.
Not great.
No. And my least favorite thing, but possibly my favorite thing, is that the swings on the swing, like the swing set display, would randomly just start swinging on their own as if someone was on
Mm.
them.
That's like all those toys. Remember when you covered the haunted or like the creepy toys from Amazon? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. An employee of the store, she actually worked there for 18 years. Her name her name is Put Put O'Brien.
Yeah, okay, sure, of course it is. Why not? Good
She's
on you, Putt Putt.
Put Put. She said in an interview, "I don't believe in ghosts, but you feel a breeze behind you. Someone calls your name and there's nobody there. Funny things happen here that you can't explain."
Calls your name.
Specifically, Put Put,
Putt Putt.
Put Put.
Putt.
And she's like, "Well,
She's like, I know that's me.
that's a unique name."
Yeah, she's like, I know they're calling for me.
Yeah. She's like, "Listen, anyone could be calling for Amanda out here."
Putt Putt O'Brien
But Put Put
sounds like
O'Brien.
Putt Putt O'Brien sounds like the name of the coolest local like magician that you hire for your kid's birthday.
Welcome, Put Put
Welcome
O'Brien.
to the state, and the kids go crazy because
Yeah,
everyone
they
knows Putt
love
Putt.
Put Put.
They love her. Are you
Yeah.
kidding
She's
me?
kind of dressed like like a silly clown
Yeah,
almost.
she's got a clown vibe to
Yeah.
her,
I mean, I did that.
but she's doing close-up magic.
Remember when I did that?
I do remember when you
I
did
didn't do
that.
magic, but I did dress up like a clown and do face
And do
paint.
face painting. I know because you used to face paint
And
me.
I would definitely have called myself Put Put O'Brien.
Yeah,
That's a
it's a
good
good
name.
name.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a huge thing that a lot of other employees used to say often, like especially after the store closed and they were trying to like restock some stuff, is that they would hear their name being called from behind them. And sometimes they would be the only ones in the store, like for certain.
Yeah, they're like opening or closing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another employee with also a pretty good name, Margie Honey,
Who are these people?
Sunnyvale, California.
Dude, that's like a
I mean,
fucking
Sunnyvale, like, come on, you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Margie Honey, she told the San Francisco Examiner in 1979 that there was this 3 foot tall doll that had blonde hair and wore a jumpsuit that they would sell in the store.
Okay, it's just like me for real.
Literally you. And this doll would like move and talk.
Okay.
And one day, this doll was returned to the store by a customer because they claimed it wasn't working, it wasn't talking or making noises or movements anymore like it was supposed to. So Margie Honey, she's like, hold on, let me see if I can try to get it to work, fix it, change the batteries, whatever. And after some time, she's not able to fix it. So she takes back the doll, gives the person a refund, and she puts the doll in a box. And the second she closes the lid of the box, the doll starts to make noise
Oh no.
and make a crying sound.
Is it supposed to make a crying
I
sound?
don't know. This is just what she said in the San Francisco Examiner.
Okay.
She then said when she opened the box back up again, it stopped.
Okay.
She said, and
It's
I
like all
quote,
of our haunted Furbies.
no, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, and I quote, after this happened a few times, it ceased to be funny.
That's so real. Like at first you're like, oh, what a weird thing, and then you're like, okay, well, we gotta.
Yeah, like I'm done now.
I'm kind of
This is
over
I'm
this.
not giggling.
Actually,
I don't this is not cute.
now that you say it like that,
I began to feel that the doll had a will of its own. Finally, I called a clerk and asked him to take the toy away. It cried all the way to the stockroom.
oh Jesus Christ.
Another employee once again, okay, these names sound made up, but I swear they're real.
Did you get Wattpadded again?
No, I swear. I told you my sources. None of them were Wattpad. But this employee's name was Charlie Brown.
Girl,
I swear.
be so fucking for real right
I
now.
swear. These were real sources. But Charlie Brown, he was trying to lock up one evening and sorry, I can't stop laughing.
He's
at
trying to
the
lock up
names.
one evening, and there was this annoying fucking yellow bird flying around.
And he said, "Good grief." But he was trying to lock up one evening and he goes outside and he's locking up the doors when he starts hearing a loud banging, crashing sound coming from inside.
Okay.
So he quickly opens the doors, runs back inside. He starts to check the entire store. He doesn't see anything at all, like nothing looks strange or out of place. He goes to leave again and lock the doors, and the banging sound happens again.
Okay.
And this happens a few more times before he just gave up and
Oh,
left.
brother, Charlie Brown.
Oh, brother. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Maybe they changed the names for anonymity. I don't know.
This is just getting out of
don't know.
crazy, out of control.
Another employee named Regina Gibson, more of a normal name.
Normal person name,
Yes.
finally.
She said that she felt a pair of hands touch and grab her hair while she was high up on a ladder stocking shelves.
Okay.
And then Bill Peven, he had just meticulously arranged a display in the front of the store, and he walked away for just a few minutes to go get something. And when he came back, the entire display was dismantled and all over the floor, and he was the only person around.
I don't like these ghosts. These are anti-worker ghosts. These ghosts they're I already know they're
I feel like-
anti-union.
Oh, I was going to say, I feel like you also don't like to work, so
No, they're anti-worker,
Oh,
not
worker.
working.
Okay,
they're
got it.
making them work more.
that's
And I don't like
no,
that.
that's true. That's
I
fair.
can't stand for that.
Yeah, we can't stand here and just be okay with that.
No can do,
Okay,
as they say. No can do.
that's exactly.
I can't stand for that.
New song stuck in your head.
Oh, fuck.
There was another story of these two guys that were waxing the floor one night, like obviously after the store was closed and they were cleaning.
Yeah.
And they claimed to see the same teddy bear.
Sorry, I'm having
Okay there?
cryptid issues. I wanted to switch my ice pack
You're
from the
having
front to the back.
Toy issues.
I'm having
I'm just saying.
They're fucking jumping all over the place.
Yeah, they are. He jumped out of your lap.
He
Even.
did.
Yeah.
A little scary.
So they claim to see the same teddy bear appear in the middle of multiple aisles. So they would see a teddy bear like sitting in the middle of one aisle and then go over to the next and the same teddy bear was sitting in the middle of that aisle.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah.
That would spook me out real good.
It's pretty creepy.
Yeah, that would get me.
So for years, since the store had opened, many employees were experiencing things. And after they went through 6 different store managers because the managers kept quitting because they were too scared to work there.
Yeah, imagine that when you have to be the one who opens alone and stuff.
That's when word gets out around town, and a television show called That's Incredible contacts the store and asks if they can do an investigation.
I love that.
And in this investigation, they bring a psychic, the infamous, the controversial figure as we know her to be, Sylvia Brown.
Yes.
Obviously, at this time in the late 70s, early 80s, she didn't have the fame and recognition that she soon got.
This is one of her first.
It was. And this was when she was more like well known just in this local area of California. So she wasn't like a huge name at the time. So the TV crew and Sylvia, they show up to the Toys R Us and they basically hold a seance in the toy store. And this is in the That's Incredible episode. And during this seance, immediately Sylvia's like, I've made contact with the ghost.
Yeah.
I'm speaking directly to him. And she tells them that the ghost is a farmer named Yanni Johnson.
I love this. John.
It's possible his name was Johnny Johnson, but she claimed that he was a Swedish preacher and he spoke with an accent, and she got Yanni Johnson from it. And from here is where we get the story and legend of Yanni Johnson.
Okay, lay it on me.
So, as the legend goes, in the late 1800s, Jan worked on the Murphy Ranch, which was located exactly where the Toys R Us sat. Now, what we know to be actual history and like fact is that the Murphy Ranch was owned by a man named Martin Murphy Jr., who in 1844 moved his family to California, and he became one of the very first people to cross the Sierra Mountains. He was on like one of those like wagon trains.
Yeah, hell yeah. Get it, brother.
And they ended up settling in this area, and he became the founder of Sunnyvale. During the trip across the Sierra Mountains, his wife actually gave birth to their daughter, Elizabeth. And this is just a weird little tidbit that every article talked about. But at one point, literally, newborn Elizabeth, she fell into the Yuba River, and Martin had to jump in and like get her out,
Oh
like
my
fish her
god.
out. And luckily, she survived. But because of this, they gave her the middle name of Yuba.
I love
So
that.
her name
That's
is
so funny.
Elizabeth Yuba Martin or Murphy. Elizabeth Yuba Murphy.
That's so funny. We gotta start doing that more for kids that don't
Isn't
die
that
in
so
accidents, but
funny?
they have one.
Like, why is your middle name Yuba? Oh, I fell into the Yuba River
I almost died. It almost murdered
when I was
me,
a baby.
but I lived to
I
tell the
lived to
tale.
tell the
That's see,
tale.
that's a good middle name story.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because other like sometimes the middle names are just so boring. Like, oh, it's my grandma's name. Like, whatever. You know?
Yeah, having the middle name of something that almost killed you is great. They should actually rename you if like
Like your first name should have been Yuba. You know?
fully.
Yeah.
You miraculously survived. Like now you have to be Yuba. Sorry,
I mean,
but you're a baby. You don't know.
I would I would take it and run
Yeah,
with
take
that.
it.
And I
Yeah,
would tell
absolutely.
everybody about it.
Oh, I'ma tell everybody. You can tell everybody.
Everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Okay, so that is actually fact for the record.
Okay. So
But
this is real. This happened. This is on record.
that is on
Okay.
record.
Okay.
But back to the legend of what we maybe is true or not. Jan, the Swedish preacher, he comes over to this area and he ends up staying on the ranch with the Murphy family. And he ends up working as a ranch hand to help them out. Like they're like, okay, you can stay here, work on the ranch, and we will give you free room and board.
Got it.
During his time here, he ends up falling in love with Miss Yuba.
Classic.
He's like, I love
Classic
your
love
story.
story.
I love your story. I love that
Imagine if you died, but you didn't.
you're a survivor
Mhm.
and I love you.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, she did not reciprocate those feelings back to Yanni. And she
Yikes.
actually went on to marry a rich lawyer named William Taff.
Happens to the best of us.
So Yuba leaves and Yanni is heartbroken. And one day he's on the ranch and he's chopping wood. And I don't know if this was in a fit of rage or being heartbroken or just a slip of the wrist, but his axe slips and he slices off his leg and he bleeds to death.
Oh my
Heartbroken
Lanta.
and alone.
Yeah.
And Yanni is who Sylvia Brown is saying haunts the aisles of Toys R Us.
I believe it.
Now listen, there's no records of Yanni. So
Oh.
we don't know
Okay.
if that is true or not. But Yuba is real. And that's all
Okay.
that matters. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, like I just said, we don't know if this is true. Obviously, as time went on, Sylvia Brown got super famous. There is a lot of controversy surrounding her and her readings.
Mhm.
So when people looked into the legend and this story, they say there's no records of this Yanni Johnston character being in Sunnyvale or that he cut his leg off. This is just the story she told.
Okay.
But that being said, all of the employees of the Toys R Us have had their experiences.
Yeah.
Like good old Put Put O'Brien. And she actually said that she saw a young man in his 20s or 30s wearing knickers, a white long sleeved shirt, and a gray tweed snap brim cap walk past her.
Okay, so that's like era appropriate for
Yes.
Yanni Janninson.
So after Sylvia talked about Yanni, kind of told his story, this is who Put Put was like, I saw him. That's
Okay.
him. That's the man. She also said that Yanni used to exercise the horses on the ranch, so he would like bring them around to get their exercise. And on another occasion, Put Put claims that she heard what she believed were galloping horses coming down one of the aisles.
Okay.
So she's like putting two and two together
Yeah,
here.
this
She's
is
like,
fitting.
this is Yanni. In the show, they had brought in these paranormal photographers with like infrared cameras.
Mhm.
And in one of the scenes, they have all of the employees of the Toys R Us sit on the floor on opposite sides of the aisle.
So it's a strange, what's it called? Community building days. What do they
Yeah,
call it?
we're all gonna sit and we're all gonna watch
We're gonna do
these.
trust falls, and then we're gonna do a seance in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, and watch these paranormal photographers at work.
Yeah.
Okay. So they sit on opposite sides of one of the toy aisles, and the photographers kind of stand like right in the middle, and they're taking pictures of the aisle where there's nobody standing up. And they snap 2 photos back to back within like a millisecond of each other.
Okay.
And one of the photos, you see all of the employees sitting on the floor. There's nothing there. And the second photo that was allegedly taken within a millisecond of the other one, there is a man standing in the middle of the
Okay.
aisle.
And we have this photo.
I do have the photo
Okay.
somewhere.
You got to start sending them in the emails like me.
I
Do not,
know.
oh, Cassidy, do not open.
I wrote Toys R Us photo instead of haunted.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. So everyone's sitting down, and this was the second photo that was taken, and it's like pretty clearly.
So what year was this photo taken? Fucking 1890?
It was 1980, I think.
It was a horrible photograph.
Well, it's like one of those infrared cameras, I think.
Oh, okay.
You
It's
know
like
what
a
I
spectral camera.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
like a normal camera.
No,
Okay.
no.
I was like, who the fuck took this? We should investigate them.
Yeah, literally. But no, it's an infrared camera. So you can see the people sitting all around, and
Guy standing up.
There is this man standing up.
Okay. This will be on the Instagram and on the YouTube.
Yes. There's also houses all around the property that the people that live in those houses claim there is paranormal activity going on all the time. And also in the same, I think it's in like within the same shopping situation as
Yeah.
where the Toys R Us was, there's a Petco. And the employees of the Petco say that tennis balls will fly out of bins and bounce along the aisles, and the papers in the office will fly off the desk onto the floor. So
Okay.
it sounds like whatever this area was, maybe
Held some spirits on the land.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, why not?
So clearly, this specific land, it had some sort of thing happening, whether or not it was Yanni Johnson, who may or may not be real. But the Toys R Us closed down in 2018, and the building was turned into an REI store, which is still currently.
Yeah.
And the employees of the REI say they don't think their store is haunted. Nothing has ever really happened there. So I guess the ghost doesn't fuck with outdoor activities.
Yeah. It's like, I'm actually more of an indoor cat.
I mean, same, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would have haunted the Toys R Us, but I'm not going to go. What am I going to do? Go look at camping gear?
Yeah. You're going to look like hiking boots?
No, thanks.
And feel fulfilled for eternity?
Boring.
I don't think so. You got to move on.
Yeah, I'm
You're
going to the Petco.
You're like, actually, maybe I will go to the light now that you say
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Maybe I will go to the light.
You know what? He's been telling me to go to the light for years, and now I think I'm
I
ready.
think I'm just going to head over because, like, this is getting kind of boring
This is
over
boring.
here.
Or I'm going to the Petco, and I'm going to look at all the animals.
Yeah. Mhm.
But
they would make you too depressed.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I support Miss Putt Putt
I love Putt Putt.
and the other insanely named employees of the haunted
Margie Honey, Charlie Brown.
fucking the haunted
You had
Toys
me
R Us.
thinking, like, I was like, is this a Wattpad?
I'm afraid we're gonna get like, yeah, someone's gonna be like, this is fan fiction, you freaks.
I swear it's not.
They're like, I can't believe you fell for this.
And you know what? And if I did, then I did.
She didn't realize that every article is published on April 1st. She's like, I have like 5 different articles. They're all April 1st, April 1st, April 1st.
I would take that L.
Yeah, you just have to.
You have to. Yeah.
Because it's too funny not to. It's too funny not to. It's like the big hat all over again. All right. So let's round this out with a listener story.
Yes.
And this is from Felice.
Hi, Felice.
And Felice says, "Hi, Amanda and Cassidy. I am a huge, huge fan. I've binged the podcast for months, and I cannot get on with my days unless I'm listening to you guys. I could be studying, going for a walk, commuting to work, whatever, and I have to be listening to Drinking the Kool-Aid. It's definitely my most favorite podcast ever.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I genuinely want this podcast to keep going until the day that I die."
Me too.
I was about to say, that's Amanda. "I found you guys through Stories with Sapphire, and I absolutely loved Cassidy's storytelling, and I needed more.
Aw.
I've listened to most of the episodes, but I decided to go back and start from episode 1 so it would never end. I live in Cardiff, Wales, and I think it's so cool when I hear stories from Wales, especially about the Witch of Wales house. or Witch House of Wales. I cannot believe a place as local to me has got such a crazy story like that. But now on to my story. My story is that since July 2025, I keep seeing the number 222 everywhere, like literally everywhere.
That's an angel number.
222 is an angel
Oh.
number and is associated with a powerful message of balance, harmony, trust, alignment, and signaling that you are on the right path and should maintain your faith in your journey.
Oh. Well, that's a nice one.
So it started with me seeing 222 as a number of like on social media. There was also a time where I was literally sat on the toilet in my uni and I looked at a poster on the door and it had the number 222 on it. I've also had instances where I would be playing a video game or something and would end up with a score of 2222222, or an amount of coins that I acquired during a match was 222.
Well, this is following you around.
Yes, one time in Paris, our local hotel or our hotel room number was, you guessed it, 222. I was shopping at a store called Sorstre Grenet, and one of the Christmas baubles were priced at $2.22. I opened my textbook and it was immediately on page 222. And during my own graduation, I asked my friends to take pictures of me and put it in a shared album, and we ended up with 222 pictures.
Honestly, that's kind of wild.
Even now, as I'm writing this, I looked up and the time on the clock was 22:22. There's so many more times that I saw the number 222, but I think I've said more than enough now. Well, in 2026, my worst fear came true. The best dog and my
Oh.
sweetest boy, Milo, passed away. He was my world, and I absolutely adored him. He knew me since I was 10 years old, and I'm now 24. He literally grew up with me, and I'm heartbroken that he's gone, and I can't believe I won't get to hold him ever again. His death was sudden and came as a shock to my family. He was 14 and a half years old, so he was an old boy. I just didn't expect his death to come out of nowhere because he still seemed so healthy, and even a few days before he died. So now on to the night of his death. I was looking through stories on Instagram and came across my friend's sister's story. She posted that she got a tattoo of 222 because the date that day was February 22nd and it was 222 day. He died on 222 day.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure if that's all just a coincidence, but I'd like to believe that maybe the universe is warning me about how this was going to happen, or maybe Milo's death date was a part of my 222 sightings. I have no idea. I've been wanting to send this in, but kept changing my mind because maybe it's too boring until today, which is April 22nd. So, I was taking out the trash with my brother and kept our front door open while we sorted the trash. When I went back in, I saw a random cat that came inside of our house. At first, I was going to shoo him out, but instead, I realized that I missed having a furry friend. So I let him be and sat with him and petted him while he purred. He was black and white, just like Milo, and his color placements were very similar to Milo's. He eventually got up and started sniffing around the whole house, and I let him go do his thing. He then went into the living room, sniffed around, climbed up on the sofa, and sat on Milo's favorite spot. He left eventually, but I find it weird that he decided to sit where Milo always did because that was his favorite spot wasn't actually sitting on one section of the sofa, but on the back of it because it's cushioned. No idea if I described that well, and if I didn't, I'm sorry. Again, it could just be a coincidence. Maybe he can smell Milo and decided to sit there, but I like to think that Milo sent him to comfort us for a little bit because he knows that we miss him a lot and have been having a hard time without him. I'm sorry if I rambled or took so long, but I'll be okay if you guys don't read it on the podcast. But I'd be very happy if you just read it yourself. Well, we did read it on the podcast. I also just wanted to say that your podcast has cheered me up so much and is one of the main reasons why I can still smile and laugh through all of this. Listening to you guys makes it seem like we are just friends having banter and telling each other funny, cool stories. I'm from the Philippines.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, that's so fucking random.
That's so crazy.
And that place is hella haunted. So I will send more stories from my mom and other family members in the future because we do have some scary and crazy paranormal ones. Thank you for reading my story and I hope you enjoyed it. And Cassidy, congratulations on your wedding. You looked absolutely beautiful. I loved your bachelorette party as well. Well done, Amanda. I also just joined Patreon and will upgrade my membership when I can. You guys deserve it. Lots of love, Felice. That's crazy.
That's
What do we always say? Synchronicity.
Well, literally, Felice is sitting there talking about all the synchronicity with 222,
That's
and then
crazy.
that happens.
It's 8:02 right now, but that doesn't count.
That's crazy.
That is really crazy.
Wow, that gave me chills.
Yeah. Amanda's crying and has chills.
Sorry, yeah, I do.
Well done,
There's
Felice. I say well done.
a lot of things happening. I, for the record, also choose to believe and like to believe that Milo left on 222 because he knew that that is the number that brings you peace and comfort. So it was like his way of being like, I'm going to be
This is the most
okay.
comforting way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then on top of that, when the cat came in, that was Milo sending the cat to be like, I'm okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That's what I like
that
to
was a
believe.
messenger to say, "I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm cool. You'll see me again."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh God. Okay.
yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that, Felice, and thank you so much for listening and being a cool kid. We totally dig you, and we hope that your year gets better and better. I know it's really hard when you lose a pet.
Yeah.
But if you would like us to share a story with us, you can do that at dtkpod.com/contact. You can also send it directly on Patreon if you are a member of our Patreon. And you can email us directly at drinkthekoolaidpod@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much for all of your support and love. We totally dig you. We hope we can see you this weekend in Long Beach if you're going to be around. Like I said, all of that information will be on our Instagram. We just had Ed from Scared All the Time confirm he's going to go. Shelby is going
Yes.
to be there
Yes.
from
Shelby Novak,
Shelby Novak. She has Scare You to Sleep and what's her other podcast name?
the Lady Killers
The
pod.
Lady Killers podcast. And we have a couple other special guests that are going to be there too. Come by if you would like to meet anyone. Obviously, Stephen Ray Morris and us will be there. And we would just love to chat with you guys.
Yeah.
So we'll see you there. And if you can't get there, reach out to us on social media or on our email. We just love to hear from you guys. So thank you so much for listening. And most importantly, make sure you keep that front door locked.
Make sure you keep your mind open
And keep drinking the Kool-Aid.